Hey everybody, welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today is September 7th, and that means day 250 of the 3DP 365 project. And on today's episode, we talk about the banding issue from yesterday's print and how we may have resolved it, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thank you for joining me here for day 250 of the 3DP 365 project. We're picking up from yesterday where we had the banding issue with the cheeky monkey model, and I think we resolved the issue. I did do everything that I said I was going to do in the video yesterday, which included tightening up the wheels on the extruder carriage and checking the belts and checking everything on the printer to make sure it was okay. I also loaded up some of that Matter Hackers Pro PLA in the color of silver. It's a different manufacturer, but it is still their Pro Series filament. Now, as I said yesterday in the video, Matter Hackers does source their filament from other manufacturers to ensure that we get the best filament possible. So sometimes you may get filament from multiple manufacturers in the Pro Series line. And that is the case with the blonde filament. The blonde filament and the silver filament come from two different manufacturers, and which is very evident by the spool, the actual spool itself, the plastic part of the spool. So we loaded up some of the Matter Hackers Pro PLA in silver, and I just queued up the file that was already on the SD card. I did not go back to Simplify 3D and do any tuning. Even though I want to, I didn't. I wanted to make sure that we used the exact same file that got the banding issue from yesterday's print. And after about 7 hours of print time, lo and behold, no banding. Now I don't know if it's at the filament, so what we're going to do today is we're going to load up the blonde filament again, and we're going to print out the cheeky monkey to see if the banding issue has something to do with the filament. Which it could, there's always that possibility, but I did tighten up everything on the gMax. I did say exactly what I was going to do in yesterday's video was to tune the gMax to make sure it was perfect. I did re-level the bed, I did check the level on the extruder carriage arm that goes across, and it was off a little bit, so I leveled that. I tightened up the wheels on both sides because I did find two wheels that were slightly free spinning. Now they should roll with the carriage as it rolls up the upright. They shouldn't be free spinning. So I tightened those wheels up, so that may have solved the problem. But again, to really know if we've solved the problem of the banding issue, we need to use the exact same filament again. So I'm going to load up some of the blonde filament, and we're going to queue up the cheeky monkey, and I'll show you guys the results of that for tomorrow's video, just to make sure that we resolved our banding issue. Now, if it is a filament issue, obviously we'll alert Matter Hackers, and they'll let the manufacturer know that that particular lot number may have an issue, and they'll probably solve the problem. So I'm not too concerned with Matter Hackers' end of this part of the testing and the tuning and the issue problems, or the fixing of these issues with the banding. Matter Hackers is an excellent company. They're always on top of it. If they need to send out a replacement roll, they'll do that. But they'll use the lot number to alert the manufacturer that there's a possible defect in that particular roll of filament, or that entire lot of filament should they have manufactured a whole bunch under that number. But either way, the silver filament worked perfectly. There are no blobs, there are no globs, there are no layer skips. There are no signs of any of that banding. I do still have the same issues because we did use the exact same file around the arms where it's a little bit mushy and it needs a little bit more cooling, and I'm probably running a little bit too hot for this type of filament. It's not nearly as bad as it was on the blonde filament because the silver filament probably has a different characteristic to its properties of the actual filament itself. But either way, I'm really happy that the filament did a really good job and my printer did a really good job, and we now have a print without any banding. So like I said, we'll load up that blonde filament and we'll run out the cheeky monkey one more time, and we'll talk about those results tomorrow. Well, that about wraps it up for day 250 of the 3DP 365 project. I'm pretty sure we've ironed out the problem with the gMax, and we're back to printing 100% perfect prints. If you're looking for ways to support the channel, check out those affiliate links down in the description. If you purchase anything through Matter Hackers, Amazon, or GearBest using those affiliate links, it'll kick a little bit back to the channel and it won't cost you a penny, and I really appreciate it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share those videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.